question is, when staring at your big goal and it seems like a massive elephant that you can't conquer, what will you do? Well, that's the question, and this podcast, Eat Your Elephant, is here to help you to find the answer that will keep you moving forward and making progress. Because you can eat your elephant one bite at a time. I'm your host, Nick Macy, and let's dive right in. Well, hello there. Glad you're here. Glad you're listening in. Hope you're doing well and taking action towards your goals. Well, the big goals in life, they can be difficult. And one of the things that impacts how we go about achieving them and the actions that we take to achieve those big goals, it's our beliefs. So are your beliefs helping you to achieve your goals? See, we all have beliefs. You have beliefs, I have beliefs. I'm not saying that you have to believe what I believe. I'm not saying you have to believe in God and the Bible, like I do. That's okay if you don't. I'm not going to start preaching at you right now. I'm not talking about necessarily biblical or spiritual beliefs. But just to be honest, I believe that my spiritual beliefs help keep me on track and moving forward and making progress toward my goals. Since I'm mentioning it right now, the book of Proverbs in the Bible, it's all about how to live well, pursue goals, seek advice, and make improvements. It's awesome. But, okay, so separate from that, and this post isn't necessarily about that. But see, your beliefs, everything you believe to be true, see, it can impact your ability to achieve. See, you have beliefs. Have you ever gone to a doctor? Maybe someone that you didn't know personally, and yet you still believed that by going to that doctor, they'd be able to give you a little bit of relief in some way. Or maybe you've taken a pill or medicine from the pharmacist and didn't know the exact chemical composition, and yet you still believed that it would help. Now, this might make sense because, those professions require advanced degrees and licensing, to be a doctor or to be a pharmacist. So, okay. Have you ever gone to work for a new company? And yet you probably believed that they would pay you for your work. Okay, so that seems kind of obvious. Have you ever exercised and you didn't particularly feel like it? And even by exercising, you probably believed that it would help your health. See, there's a lot of beliefs all over the place, and the way that we believe impacts our actions. If you didn't believe that the doctor or the pharmacist could help you, you wouldn't go. If you didn't believe the company was going to pay you, you wouldn't work for them. If you didn't believe that any sort of exercise or eating healthy or eating right would impact your health in a positive way, if you didn't believe those things, then you wouldn't do them. See, what you believe impacts your actions. So, what do you believe? Do you believe that hard work pays off? Do you really believe that? See, if you believe that the hard work pays off, if you truly believe that putting in the work and the effort will get you the results that you want, then the work is a little bit easier to do. Now, it's still difficult. You still got to work hard, but it's a little bit easier because you're certain that the results will come when you do the work. Do you believe that people can change? If you believe that people can change, then you're willing to put in the work and the effort to make the changes that you want in your life. If you believe that people can change, then that future, it's easier for that future to be unwritten, because you can impact it because the changes are possible. Okay, now get a little bit personal. Do you believe that you can improve? See, how about you? Can you improve? Not that you have to go changing everything in one day or that there's something wrong with you. I'm not saying that. But do you believe that you can improve in the areas that are important to you? See, when you have that belief, that you really can make those changes and improvements, then all of a sudden, the possibilities start to open up. It's not that you have to change everything in one day, but simply by making some small improvements, you can build on those. And then now you really can create your future. Now, for this last thing that I'm going to ask you if you believe. If you've been around this podcast or my website or anything I put on social media or anything, you've probably heard something along this line. Success favors the persistent. That's one of my favorite quotes. Now think about this. Do you believe that success favors the persistent? See, I believe that persistence can be the difference between success and failure. Yes, you got to work hard and change and improve, and all that stuff may be required. But sticking to it, by not giving up, you keep yourself moving forward and you can achieve your goals because you're being persistent. And I think that's the power. The power is in that being consistent and sticking to it and not giving up. Because then you just keep making progress. It might be slow or it might take a long time, but you're still making that progress moving forward. So do you believe that success favors the persistent? See, when you believe these things, then your actions will show it. When you believe that hard work pays off, people can change, that you can improve, and that being persistent will lead to your success. When you believe those things, your actions will show and verify, and claim those beliefs. And honestly, the actions are where it all lies. If you want to achieve anything, you got to take the action. You got to do the work. It's just that the beliefs impact those actions. So what you believe will impact what you do, the amount of effort that you put forth, and how long you sustain that effort. So what do you believe? Use your beliefs to help you achieve what you want to achieve and conquer your goals. Choose what you believe so that you can take the actions, so that you can do the work necessary and achieve your goals and enjoy your life. Because you can do it. I know you can. All right. Well, thanks for listening to the Eat Your Elephant podcast. That's today's episode. And do me one favor. Since you made it all the way to the end of this episode, you probably like the podcast a little bit. So share it with somebody. Tell one person today about the Eat Your Elephant podcast, and it might help them achieve their goals. All right. Take care. I'll talk to you next episode.